Reporter Robert at Oxford Circus, joined by John, a member of Extinction Rebellion. What brings you here today?
Well, hi Robert. The reason why I'm here is the reason why everyone else from Extinction Rebellion is here. We need our government to do more and do more urgently about the climate crisis. The world is in decline, the natural world is in a state and it's not being fixed quick enough. Our immediate demand is we need our government to stop all extraction of fossil fuels right now. Carbon has to stay in the ground, because if it's not in the ground, it's going in the air. And that is what is fueling the climate crisis. The climate crisis is being driven by global warming.
So, what's the craziest thing you've witnessed here today?
Well, you say why am I here? Another reason why I'm here is what motivates me to be here. And one of those things has been, I'm just so impressed by the dedication of the generation younger than me. They were people who inspired me to come down because they were doing so much, and I've seen them doing so much. We have occupied streets today and yesterday. We're occupying the streets maybe for another 2 weeks. It's taken the police hours to get the people out of there because they are locking themselves onto concrete pipes, lampposts, gluing themselves to tarmac. Anything we can do to disrupt the status quo. Now, we all feel bad about this because we know it's not your average person in the street who is personally responsible for the climate crisis. But this kind of disruptive, non-violent action is the only recourse we have. Because the government does not listen to us when we have just protested, and we write to our MPs, and we write to our councillors, and we attend democratic meetings, but do nothing because it's not in their interest. So we have to disrupt the status quo of the world until it becomes in the interest of the politicians to do what they need to do to save civilization and save the rest of the living world.
And what's your source of information when you research? Quick summary.
I'm a trained scientist, so for me it's scientific facts. I make my decisions on evidence. I'm not here because I feel necessarily just because I feel it's the right thing to do. There's the United Nations has an organisation called the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, and they recently produced a 200-page report that was horrific and damning. I mean, they're scientists, they don't judge, but they are saying everything is getting worse and worse faster than they ever imagined. Droughts, floods, cyclones, sea level rising, global temperature rising. Global temperature has risen by 1.1 degrees C since we started measuring before the Industrial Revolution. It is accelerating. If it gets to 3 degrees C, none of this world will not look like this. There will not be crops coming in from other countries.
So things don't change. How long left do we have to live?
Well, the sad thing about any crisis really is it affects the richest last. So it's already happening to people in the global south, it's already happening to indigenous people, it's already happening to the poorest in this country. So we've already got it. There is currently the first confirmed famine due to climate change in Madagascar. So our way of life is changing now, whether we like it or not. The only choice we have is, do we change it the way we want to in a controlled manner, or does the climate change it for us?
That is the question. Thank you for joining me today, John.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for speaking to me.